Citizens of the free world, I am Man Cop, defender of justice, defender of the people, defender of the earth. The actor Jussie Smollett from the television show is being charged now with a felony for allegedly filing a false police report on January 29th, claiming he was the victim of a hate crime assault in Chicago by two masked men. What I'm going to do is paint a visual picture in your mind to determine what could have led Jussie to the center of controversy, and should his claims be accepted as truth and factual, or as a lie and false. In our world today, it is a do as thou wilt society. Do what makes you happy. Live your best life. How you live your life is your business. Jussie is a proud man who happens to be gay. That's his truth, based on what he believes in practice. So what then does it mean to be gay? Part of the gay community or the LGBTQ community. To be gay is to act upon what you believe and like in your sexual preference. Jussie Smollett is a man who likes other men. So that means his belief is based on what he thinks in his mind, carried out in the way he chooses to live his life. Is that not correct? No problem. Gay or straight, he is a human being who should be loved and treated as a person. That's a fact. And since that is a fact and you believe that, now it is also a fact that even though he is gay, he still appears to be a man, dresses like a man, shaped like a man, and talks like a man. That's a fact. On January 29th, in his mind, follow me now, he stated two masked men spoke racial and homosexual verbiage before the physical attack. He stated bleach was poured on him and a noose around his neck. The police considered the incident as a possible hate crime and wanted to take a look at his cell phone records. But Jussie refused to hand it over to them at first. Secondly, no video surveillance cameras in that area did not show any footage of the claimed crime. So far we have a black man who is gay. That's a fact. We have an assault that took place based on the physical indicators on his face and a noose that was around his neck. That's a fact. We have two suspects. No surveillance videos of the attack. and the complainant being Jussie, who refused to hand over his cell phone. Now you have to question his mental state based on what you just heard. What is going on in his mind? When the mind is unstable, a person is liable to do anything to fulfill the lust of a heart. The Holy Book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 23, says these words: "Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life." When one's life is off balance, full of hurt, pain, loneliness, and emptiness, that person would do anything to fill the void or suppress the pain, for acceptance, for attention, which leads to drugs, sexual perversions, criminal behavior, violence, abuse of self and towards others. This is the condition Jussie Smollett is in. He is mentally unbalanced, and I say he needs spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical intervention. One vital lesson America and all around the world who knows of this incident can learn from this tragic issue. We can never trust our own judgments. We need to submit to the guidance, the love of the one who created us to live in his image and likeness of his Son, who came to show us to live with peace, power, love, and blessings through him, that is Jesus Christ. In Romans, the Holy Book, chapter 13, verse 14 says, "Put ye on the Lord Jesus Christ, and make no provision for the flesh, to fulfill the lust thereof, citizens of the free world." This is why the laws of America is unjust and corrupt. The government is fragile and unstable. Morality is slowly becoming extinct. Many are becoming lovers of self, of their own bodies, their looks, their physical makeup, than for the love of others. Evil and wickedness is sought after and embraced over good, righteousness, and holiness. Respect and protection for the elderly and children is no longer a priority. The poor are forsaken. It is a crime within itself to close all the cases of gun violence, murders, homicides of human life and blood that continues to flood the streets of Chicago. as if nothing has never happened over the years on unsolved crimes. Now, the two men who were involved in the Jussie Smollett investigation were considered potential persons of interest on February 13th and were taken into custody, the part they played in the alleged attack, and were later released. As you can see, it did not take long for investigators in this high-profile investigation to find those two men who were a part of this alleged attack, when there are hundreds of criminals roaming free across Chicago and are not found nor in custody is a shame. Just this Wednesday, it is said that Jussie will face a felony charge, as I stated in the beginning. Now, if this legal system is to be just, then charges must be made against countless others across this country for filing false police reports as well. I'll give you a few whom we all know. 1. Ronald Ritchie. Do you remember him, who called the police at a Walmart in Ohio, lying to the 911 dispatcher, saying that an innocent man pointed a gun at people, and that innocent man was shot to death by an officer based on the lie of Ronald Ritchie, and he is not in custody. He is not facing charges. So now, if Jussie is being charged, Ronald Ritchie must be charged. Do you remember Carolyn Bryant? The woman, she is still alive, who made the false accusation against Emmett Till in Mississippi. Emmett Till was lynched, and she has not been charged, and she yet still lives. And if it's supposed to be a just law, Carolyn Bryant must be charged for the death of Emmett Till. Barbecue Becky in Oakland, California. Her real name is Jennifer Schultz. She lied to police, stating to the 911 dispatcher that some innocent people who were minding their own business in the park, barbecuing, doing no wrong. She lied and stated that they were harassing and following her, when in fact the only reason why she was followed because she illegally obtained possession of someone else's property, and they wanted their property back. I'll give you one more. Comes from New York City, by the name of Teresa Lean. Do you remember her? She falsely accused a 9-year-old child, an innocent juvenile. And she lied to police that child groped her, when in fact it was a lie. But if Jussie is to be charged. Teresa Clean must be charged with a crime as well for targeting a juvenile and attempting to get a child arrested. Now, I will conclude and I will say that we are in a state of moral emergency. The heartbeat of this country and the longevity of our freedom and justice is slowly being corrupted and snatched right before us. If we do not stand and demand and do what is needed to ensure that justice is given to all, rich or poor, great or small, the weak and the strong, we all must come together and ensure that justice is given to everyone in need of it. Over